By the year 2026, millions of traditional jobs are literally going to vanish, just automated completely away. But out of that disruption, a brand new class of highly paid professionals is going to emerge. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're jumping straight into the shifting landscape of employment, unpacking the 10 absolutely essential, high-income skills the future market is demanding. We are going to look at what these skills actually are, check out some real-world examples, and show you how you can start learning them right now for free. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. For decades, the formula was super simple, right? You go to school, you get a degree, and boom, that piece of paper basically guarantees you a stable, well-paying job. But honestly, that reality is severely outdated now. We're undergoing this massive paradigm shift. Employers aren't really just looking at where you studied anymore, they're looking at what you can actually do. Traditional credentials are kind of fading into the background, and skills have officially become the new currency. So here is our roadmap for today. We'll start off by looking at why degrees are falling short. Then we'll break down our 10 skills into 3 powerful toolkits: the tech advantage, human influence, and strategic mindset. And finally, we'll cover exactly how you can start building your new currency. Part 1. Degrees are not enough. The 2026 reality. Think of a degree like a photograph. It's totally static. It just represents a snapshot of what you knew in one specific year. But we're living in a world that's automating at breakneck speed. Artificial intelligence is moving so incredibly fast that what you learned 3 years ago, it might already be completely obsolete. If your knowledge stays static, you're seriously risking being replaced. The only real way to stay ahead of the curve is through dynamic skills. It's all about that proactive ability to adapt, pivot on a dime, and bring tangible, undeniable value into any room you walk into. Moving on to Toolkit 1, the tech advantage, mastering the machine. All right, let's break down our first 3 tech skills. It all starts with AI literacy. And I don't just mean knowing that AI exists, I mean actively using it to literally 10x your output. Next up is coding and automation. Because look, even with AI doing heavy lifting, understanding the actual logic of code lets you build systems that automate all those boring, repetitive tasks. Imagine just writing a quick Python script to organize hundreds of files in a split second. And finally, data analysis. We're generating billions of data points every single day. The future really belongs to the people who can look at a confusing mountain of numbers and turn it into a crystal clear story, like figuring out exactly why customers are leaving a website. Best of all, you can start learning all 3 of these today, totally for free on platforms like YouTube, FreeCodeCamp, and Google. Now, AI literacy is absolutely the most critical tech skill to master. And the key word I want you to focus on here is collaborate. By 2026, AI isn't just going to be a tool you use. It's going to be your co-worker. This means you need to know how to craft the exact right prompts, understand where the machine's limits are, and use it to solve complex problems way faster. Look at it this way. If you aren't collaborating with AI, you are directly competing against someone who is.
But here's a really interesting question. What happens when AI can just do the coding itself? It's a pretty provocative thought, right? If machines can analyze all the data and write all the software, what's actually left for us? Well, this thought perfectly bridges the gap between raw technology and the absolutely irreplaceable value of human connection.
Which brings us to Toolkit 2, human influence, connection, and persuasion. You see, while machines handle the data, we handle the persuasion. And this brilliantly illustrates our next set of skills. First is communication, the sheer ability to articulate your ideas clearly and with empathy. But let's get specific. English communication. English is still the global language of business. Mastering it literally unlocks the global economy for you. It's the difference between being local and being able to negotiate deals with clients in Tokyo or London. And that global reach completely amplifies the third skill here, digital marketing. This is the art of grabbing attention in a super noisy world and turning casual scrollers into loyal, raving customers. Places like HubSpot Academy and Google Digital Garage are perfect free spots to dive into this. Rounding out this human influence toolkit, we have sales and negotiation and content creation. Look, every business on earth needs sales to survive. That's just a fact. And negotiation, it's simply the ability to find a win-win scenario and clearly communicate your value. And content creation? Oh man, that is modern storytelling at an unprecedented scale. Building an audience by sharing your expertise gives you incredible leverage. And the craziest part about all of this, the ultimate free resource to learn both of these is already sitting right there in your pocket. Literally, just pull out your smartphone, hit record, and start practicing in public. Let's move to our final set. Toolkit 3, Strategic Mindset, Navigating the Future. These final 2 skills, They are the absolute bedrock of your entire future. First up is financial literacy. Honestly, it doesn't matter how high your income gets if you don't actually know how to manage it, invest it, and make that money work for you. That applies whether you're budgeting for a massive startup or just managing your own personal portfolio. Next, we have critical thinking and problem solving. This is your ability to look at a massive, chaotic mess of information, strip away all the bias, and zero in on the logical solution. And you can sharpen these skills every single day by listening to free podcasts or taking free university-level courses on sites like Coursera. Critical thinking truly is the ultimate human edge in an automated world. Think about it. Tools are always going to change. The coding languages that are popular in 2026 might be entirely dead by 2030. Social media algorithms literally shift every single week. But the ability to strategically solve problems using facts, logic, and reasoning, that is evergreen. An AI can easily spit out 10 possible answers to a problem, but your critical thinking is the only thing that allows you to choose the exact right one.
Section 5. Skills are the new currency. Taking action.
So the crucial point is this. Looking at a giant list of 10 skills can definitely feel overwhelming. But building this high-income toolkit is entirely within your control. You do not need a university's permission to start, and you definitely don't need to go thousands of dollars into debt. You just need to follow 3 simple steps. Step 1, pick just one single skill that we talked about today. Step 2, find a free resource online. And Step 3, start building it today. Just dedicate 20 focused minutes a day to practicing. That's it. So I'll leave you with this question. Which of these 10 skills are you going to turn into your personal currency today? Are you going to master the machine with AI literacy? Are you going to leverage human influence through digital marketing? Or maybe you're going to build up that strategic mindset with financial literacy. The choice is entirely yours, but the time to start is right now. If you want to keep exploring these crucial topics and ensure you're always staying ahead of the curve, make sure you hit subscribe to Veridical Ed. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one. Keep learning and keep building your future.